Hey everyone, welcome back to Crypto Mastery. Today we're going to be looking at SIDUS Heroes, another really big kind of gaming stroke metaverse IDO coming up on December 15th. You might have already heard about this on, various social media channels. They've got a huge following on Twitter, got a very strong kind of Telegram kind of community behind them. And this one just feels like it's going to really go big, right? I've looked at the game. We'll go into some of the white paper information. We'll look at how you can get in on this IDO and really get you to be a part of something that could be really, really big, right? I think it's also one of those things that's got that, that 100x, that 1000x potential when we look at some of the other really big games that have come out in the past and kind of what this game offers. I think that this has got huge potential. So let's get into it. So let's get right into it. But before we do, I'll just say that, I'm not a financial advisor. I can't tell you where and when to put your money in certain things. All I can do is give you my opinion based off my own research and based off what I feel is going to have that huge potential moving forward. What I'll say is it's always important to do your own research, and it's always important not to over kind of leverage and extend yourself, right? So make sure that you're not over kind of investing in risky kind of ventures, if you like. But for this one, I think this has got huge potential, right? I mean, before we dig in, it's an interesting time in the crypto space at the moment, right? So it's been very much a bull market recently. If we look back in the past month, we can clearly see from the fear and greed index that, like, last month we were 73, right? We were right into the greed zone. We were, seeing a lot of pumps in a lot of coins, and over the past kind of week, it's been quite an up and down market, but it's mainly been on the kind of the bear side of things, right? Yesterday was quite bearish overall. We had a fear and greed index of 16. Today it's 25, so it's gone up slightly. But I always see this as a buying opportunity, right? So you always sell on the highs and you buy on the lows, right? So from a fear and greed index perspective, when it's in this zone here, I'm looking for opportunities, right? I'm looking to fill my bag of the coins I like, the coins I think have got really good utility and future kind of promise moving forward. Or it could be something that I've had my eye on but didn't really want to get in as it was pumping. So now that it's taken a dip, it gives me that opportunity to get into that space. But anyway, let's start taking a look at SIDUS Heroes. So let's take a quick look at the SIDUS Heroes website, right? So it's, SIDUS NFT Heroes. You can actually play a demo right now. The demo is basically you'll go in, there's an arena, you need to get a partner to fight the two kind of characters in the middle, and then you have a turn-based arena kind of fight. It's pretty cool for a pre-alpha. Like, the graphics are really good, the interactions seem fairly smooth, and for a pre-alpha, it's probably, I would have expected kind of a lot worse from a game like that in the past, but it's got very good graphics. It's got good kind of play style. So I think for a pre-alpha, this shows very strong promise for this game moving forward. If we look at their website, we can go through various pieces they've got around this. I like the fact that, they've got a pretty cool website, right? So it follows the mouse and the head's moved. Fairly cool. They've got various pieces of information pieces around the game itself. So talking about how SIDUS transports players into kind of a world based on crypto and blockchain philosophy. So they've really based this whole game around crypto, around the blockchain philosophy, to really bring that into the SIDUS world, which makes it all that more appealing, really. It's got that good connection into the crypto space. People can seek adventures, they can build and equip their spacecraft and go on intergalactic missions. You can fight as one, you can build legions, unite heroes from different backgrounds, train and rise together. So I love this stuff because it's like you're building a community, you can build guilds, people really love that style of gameplay, and I do as well. You're not just going into the game on your own, but you're getting a group of your friends together, your people together, and you're really going after missions and you're doing things as a group, and you're reaping rewards as a group as well. You can build infrastructure, so in a world of chaos, they describe it as, be the maker farm for resources, craft, and build and develop your corner of the universe. So we'll touch a little bit on how land will work within SIDUS Heroes as well, because they split up the way the land kind of economics work within this system. So we'll touch on that later. You defend your interests, so you can participate in kind of, economics, politics as well within the game if fighting isn't your thing. And then they have various NFTs that you'll be buying as well, right? And I'm just warning you here, buy the official NFTs and don't buy, some copies that some scammers are releasing, right? You want to make sure that you've actually got a proper NFT really here. Yeah, they've added some other cool touches as well. So, having companions with you, you can have a little animal, they can rise and kind of, become your loyal companion. You can learn and create that bond together, which I think is pretty cool, right? It's nice to have that companion in real life, and it's nice to transfer that into the game as well. Now you can craft and trade as we'd expect in other games. You can, explore the metaverse itself, so travel through the universe, visit the blockchain star systems, and get to know their kind of culture, and build connections and meet kind of, fellow nomads who are out there. And then, just touching on this piece, you can craft your creature, right? So it's really cool the way you can actually craft and mold your creature into kind of what you want them to be. I love it when you've got that level of control over the actual character you can have in game. So that's really cool as well. Now you can challenge people to duels. And then finally, we just got, do you want to subscribe for further information? So let's take a quick look at where you can actually get your hands on this IDO. So I'm going to cover two different launchpads today. One is TrustPad. Mainly because I've used TrustPad in the past. It's something that I tend to kind of go with. It's not the cheapest launchpad to get into if you want guaranteed allocation, which is why I'll also be covering SpaceSwap as well, right? Because SpaceSwap is something that you could actually get in on that would guarantee you an allocation, but there's risk in there because it depends on the overall kind of pool and kind of investment size. So let's take a look at TrustPad first of all. So from a TrustPad perspective, if we start to look at the TrustPad kind of levels, there are various levels, like all of these launchpads, as we look at them, they have that tiered level of how you can get in on the IDOs. Now, for TrustPad, they seem to have more levels than most of the other kind of launchpads that I've seen. So it goes from 3,000 to 6,000 to 10,000 to 15,000 and so on, right the way up to 185,000, which you're just going to need an insane amount of money to get into that kind of that pool, right? So if you look at the first three, again, in most launchpads, you have a lottery system and you have a guaranteed allocation system. For this one, the lottery system is for the first three tiers, so 3,000, 6,000, 10,000. So if we were to say you wanted a 50% chance in the lottery, then what you would need to actually invest here would be, okay, so 50% chance, so you need 10,000 times 0.91. You're looking at $9,100 kind of dollars in order to get into a 50% chance of being able to get in on this IDO. Now, just for 5,000 extra T-pad, you'd be guaranteed that allocation. So you go from a lottery to a guarantee. So if we look at 15,000 and we times that by 0.91, we actually get $13,650. It's quite expensive, to be quite honest. I'm not too, that might be a lot of money for you, might be a little bit of money for you, but that's quite expensive to get a guaranteed allocation of 2 times wherever the base allocation is on this. I'm not too sure whether they've actually said what the base allocation is yet. We can take a quick look though. So we can go to the main page. Where is it? So it'll be a bit further down. Yeah, because we've got SIDUS and SENATE here, right? So they haven't got really any details from what I can see around what the base allocation is yet, just what the price of it will be, right? So one SIDUS and one SENATE. One SENATE will cost you $0.18, and one SIDUS will be $0.0018, right? So you're going to get a lot of SIDUS tokens for your money here. Less Senate, but the Senate tokens are the things that are going to get you land at the end of the day. So a really good, strong investment. The other thing I guess I like about TrustPad is you just look at how many IDOs are coming up, right? You got Polygen, you got like Soldex, you've got like Meta brands. There's a lot of different IDOs that come up, and I like to be on Launchpads where it's very active like this, because your opportunity to invest and make money just goes right up, right? If you're invested on a Launchpad, it's got like maybe 1 or 2 things coming out each month. I mean, you've basically got your money sat there not doing much for you. Obviously, some systems, when you stake it, you're also going to be staking it and getting an APY off the back of it, which is great. And some Launchpads are better than others. But I always look at this, right? How active is the Launchpad? So if I'm investing in this and it's a big investment, I want it to be pretty active. So the other thing we'll look at is SpaceSwap. So you can actually get into SIDUS Heroes through SpaceSwap. So SpaceSwap is another Launchpad. You can go onto their website. So if we go over here, we can quickly take a quick look at SpaceSwap. And basically what you'll need in order to get into this IDO on SpaceSwap is you'll need the MILK2 tokens, right? So you'll need to purchase the MILK2 tokens. The dynamics work slightly different for SpaceSwap. So basically you'll need to buy the MILK2 tokens, but depending on how much you buy, you will get an allocation of the IDO, but it's proportionate to the amount of MILK tokens you've got. So for instance, if we look at this, they give an example, right? Let's say Anna's got 5,000, Beth's got 5,000, Dylan's got 10,000, which makes that total amount, 100% of the MILK2 staked is 20,000. Now, if that was the case, Anna's put in 25%, so is Beth, and Dylan has put in 50%. So that's the allocation they get from the pool. So you can imagine this gets a little bit tricky, because depending on how much people have put in, depending on, how large that pool size is, you could end up with a very, very small amount of the IDO. The good thing is it's cheaper to get in, right? So it would be much cheaper to get into this IDO, and also you are guaranteed an allocation, even if it's a small allocation. I think the price for MILK2 at the moment is 0.54. So, I mean, if we look at this, you could say that, if you wanted to invest like $5,000, you'd have roughly around 9,000 MILK2 tokens. So you can really shape your investments. It gives you a bit more flexibility. There are a number of other Launchpads out there that will be offering this IDO. I'll put the list to them down in the description. I think from a guaranteed allocation perspective, MILK2 seems to be your best chance for this at a lower price, versus a lot of the other platforms are very expensive to get in on. The next one I would recommend is TrustPad, right? Just because I've used it and it's a very good platform. So there you have it, the SIDUS Heroes IDO that's coming up on December 15th. As I said before, you can see that what we've walked through, the economics of the game, their roadmap moving forward, it's very, very exciting. It's going to be one of those next big games in 2022, one of those next big metaverses in 2022. You've got the opportunity to get in at the ground floor and to get your piece of this metaverse. I can't stress enough, I really believe that this is going to go to 100, 1,000x over the next 12 months as they start to release more, as that metaverse comes out, and also as they start to do land sales and stuff like that. Again, this is all my opinion, not financial advice, so please do your own research. If you'd like this video, and also you want me to look at something else, whether it be a Launchpad or an upcoming game or metaverse, then please let me know. And please like and subscribe, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell notification down below, because there'll be more of these videos coming up over the next few days and weeks. Thanks, and have a great day.